The one emotion secretly destroying your peace, your relationships, and your future isn't sadness or fear. It's the anger you've been told to embrace. We've all been there. That sudden flash of heat in your chest, the tightening of your jaw, the words that form before your brain can stop them. But here's what nobody tells you. Anger isn't your enemy. Your attachment to it is. The Stoics understood something we've forgotten. Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher, taught that we don't react to events, we react to our interpretations of events. If someone insults you, are you hurt by their words or by your belief that their opinion matters? Let that sink in. The person who cut you off in traffic, the colleague who took credit for your work, the partner who said something thoughtless. None of these people made you angry. Your mind constructed the anger from a blueprint of expectations, entitlements, and judgments. Think about the last time you lost your temper. Replay it. Was the other person truly malicious, or were they simply operating from their own fear, exhaustion, or ignorance? Behind every offense lies a wounded soul acting out its pain. This isn't about excusing bad behavior. It's about freeing yourself from the prison of reactive fury. When you see the other person's behavior as a symptom rather than an attack, something shifts. The anger doesn't just diminish, it becomes irrelevant. Consider this. Anger is biologically expensive. Your body floods with cortisol and adrenaline. Your heart rate spikes. Your immune system suppresses. Is the temporary satisfaction of rage worth the long-term cost to your health? Neuroscience confirms what the ancients knew. The more you practice anger, the stronger its neural pathways become. You're literally wiring your brain for reactivity. But neuroplasticity works both ways. You can rewire for calm. The practice is simple, though not easy. When anger rises, pause, breathe, ask yourself, is this worth the peace I'm about to lose? In that gap between stimulus and response lies your freedom. Here's the paradox. Letting go of anger isn't passive. It's the most active, powerful choice you can make. It's declaring that your inner state is non-negotiable, that no external event has the right to hijack your nervous system. The Buddha said, holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. The Stoics said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Two traditions. One truth. Anger is a choice disguised as a reflex. Forgiveness, then, isn't for them. It's for you. It's the release of the grip you've been clenching. And you don't have to announce it. You don't have to reconcile. You simply stop carrying the weight. Imagine going through your entire day, every interaction, every frustration, every disappointment, without the undertow of anger. Not because you're numb, but because you're unshakable. The unshakable mind turns every storm into stillness. This is the promise of the philosophical life. Not a life without challenges, but a life where challenges lose their power to destabilize you, where you become the sky, and emotions become the clouds passing through. What would your relationships look like if you never reacted in anger again? Every argument you've ever had was fueled by the belief that your perspective was the only valid one, that the other person should conform to your expectations. But what if you released that expectation altogether? Here's the practical step. Identify one recurring source of anger in your life. Write down the judgment beneath it. They should respect me. They should be on time. They should listen. Now ask, is that judgment absolutely true? Or is it a preference you've elevated to a demand? When you demote demands to preferences, the world stops offending you. Traffic becomes a moment to breathe. Critics become data points. Offenses become opportunities for growth. This isn't spiritual bypassing, it's strategic mastery. The greatest warriors in history weren't the ones who fought the most battles. They were the ones who could remain calm amid chaos. Sun Tzu wrote, "The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting." Your inner enemy, anger, is subdued not by force, but by understanding. Now, let's bring this home. The next time you feel the heat rising, try this. Pause for 3 full breaths. In your mind, say, "This is not a threat. This is a moment." Then respond. Don't react. Anger is the shadow of a thought we refuse to examine. By the end of this year, you could be a person who no longer remembers what it feels like to be consumed by fury. Not because you've suppressed it, but because you've outgrown it. Isn't that worth the effort? You are not your anger. You never were. It's a guest that overstayed its welcome. And now, it's time to show it the door, not with violence, but with grace. The only thing left to decide is, when does your new life begin? Start now, in this moment, one breath at a time.